the show. Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. MLB The Show has interleague action for you this afternoon. It's the New York Yankees taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about to get underway, and today's starter, Shohei Ohtani. And Singy, he's one of the most dominant arms in all of baseball.
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
Way outside, and now it's even 1-1. And a foul ball.
Let's go, Showtime.
Next pitch misses way outside. Swings through it for the K. Went back to the sweeper, and it was effective.
It's a good breaking ball there, just off the corner where you can't really do much damage, but it's close enough to where you got to protect, and he just couldn't find a way to fight it off.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. Swings through that one for strike 1. Ohtani, 30 years old now. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. And that's too high.
1 ball, 1 strike.
That's off the inside corner, and that's ball 2. 1 out, base is empty.
Overrated.
3 balls, 1 strike.
And now the count is full.
3 balls,
And
2
another
strikes.
power hitter lurking in the on-deck circle. That's a good at-bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
Pretty good spot on the outside, but just couldn't quite clip the zone. That's a stone-cold take.
Now it's Aaron Judge up
Let's
to
go,
the plate.
Showtime. Swing better.
And that one is downstairs. Ball 1.
1-0.
Chisholm, the base runner at first with 1 out. Ohtani throws over. Chisholm back in on a dive. And that one in the air center field. Edman in position. 2 away now.
That's right.
Batting fourth, center fielder Cody.
And time now to check out the New York Yankees lineup. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Oh, Boog, I think when you got a guy that's this talented on the mound, you got to find ways to disrupt his rhythm, make him uncomfortable a little bit. The guys that can handle the bat and perhaps, bunt for a base hit, get him moving off the mound. If you're in the box and he seems to be just in a flow, step out, mess up his timing, somehow try to get in his head a little bit. And then when he does come in the zone, you may only get 1 pitch. You better not miss it.
Here's a high chopper. Kim tosses to first, and Bellinger is out. And that'll do it. And the Dodgers are coming up to hit. No score. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. And we're back. And today's starter, Garrett Cole.
Boog, this guy usually turns in a very good outing. His teammates really enjoy when he's on the mound. Everyone seems to be loose, which can help the offense be a bit more dangerous. So if you look at the opposing lineup, they're hoping he doesn't just settle in. They want to make this an uncomfortable start from the beginning.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Mookie Betts will get us started. Singy, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Well, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half, those are the ones that become elite.
And the right-hander deals. Swing and a miss at a slider.
Clearly, he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
That misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes. It affects the game in so many ways, right? Your ability to come back is usually tied to power. If you can deliver a huge hit with 1 swing of the bat, it really changes your capability when you fall behind. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. Here's a switch hitter, Tommy Edman. And that one fouled off. Off the mark there. And the count is 1-1. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Belly just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
That one ripped. And this one looks like trouble. Around first, heading for 2. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Really nice job of 2-strike hitting in that at bat. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
One out, runner at second. Here's Freddie Freeman now. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. Way back there. Get out of town. He made him pay for that one. It's 2-0. He only needed 1 swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
So 1 out, nobody on. And next for LA, Teoscar Hernandez. And the first pitch is drilled in the air out to center. Bellinger drifts towards it. They got it for out number 2. Here's the Dodgers lineup now. This is a veteran-led lineup right here. A lot of players with plenty of experience, Singy.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Boog. These players have been around the game for a long time, and they may not have the flash that they once did, but they've got the wisdom to be able to understand different situations, be able to think with the opponent and sometimes in front of the opponent. And you always seem to see a team like this. They come to the ballpark, they know how to get down to business, and they understand what the job is at hand.
Will Smith stands in now and watches strike 1. On the ground out to short. Jumps, throws. Pretty nice play there.
Come on, kid.
2-run shot for the Dodgers this inning. It's now a 2-0 ball game. And welcome back to the ballpark. New inning getting started. And here is Giancarlo Stanton. Ohtani back to work. That missed inside, and that's ball one.
Pretty smart not to serve something up for him right there. He's really good at hitting the first pitch.
You're nothing, Yankees. Strike.
And that one fouled off. Swing and a miss as he was late.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swings and misses. One away.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
And next for New York, Austin Wells. First pitch misses. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. And Chris behind the plate today, James Kingsley, known for being a little generous on the edges. One down, base is empty. Check swing, and he went. And the count 1 and 2.
2 strikes.
There's the splitter in the dirt, swing and a miss. In time for the second out. Good job to clean it up after the drop third strike.
Well, that's exactly what a good 2-strike splitter will do. Duck right under the bat path and that last 15 to 20 feet or so. And at that point, it's just too late to do anything about it as a hitter. Really nice pitch.
2 outs, base is empty. Paul Goldschmidt will climb in. And first offering is fouled off. Out to short, bats up with it. Zips it across, and that is the inning. Down in order go the Yankees, and they're down 2-0. Bottom of the inning. Here's some real power at the plate. Max Muncy. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
That's in there. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
0-2 is the count. All right, Dodgers. Woo!
A little bit low. Yeah, the count 1 and 2.
Well, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well. So much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Had him out front for strike 3.
That's a pretty nasty pitch right there. I'd call it a power curveball in the 80s. It's got so much spin on it, and you really don't have a lot of time to sit back and watch what it's going to do before you have to commit. It was a good one for the swinging strikeout.
Swing and a foul out of play. Yeah, there's the strike. Foul ball. It stays 0-2.
Come on, Andy.
Strike three, and that's two in a row.
I can't argue with that one, and clearly he was looking for something else, anything but the breaking ball. It's a great pitch to hit right there if you're looking for it, and kind of a gift at a two-strike count. But sometimes you just get fooled, and you got to tip your cap.
And here is Michael Conforto.
All ones the count.
Two out, space is empty.
Ball one.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
The strong second inning is a confidence builder for him, a relief for his manager. Doesn't have to get into that bullpen quite as early.
Two down, nobody on. Up and in, 2-2. Struck him out swinging. And he strikes out the side here in the second. Dodgers down in order, but they're on top 2-0. Back here at Chavez Ravine. Digging in is the switch hitting outfielder, Jason Dominguez. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Late with the swing there.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
1-1.
Rips one to right. Pajes makes the grab, one away.
He was all over that fastball right there. I tell you what, if he gets under it just by a fraction of an inch or a little bit more, that's way back.
Digging in, Oswaldo Cabrera. Right through there for a strike.
0-1.
There's a swing and a drive. It's a bomb. And they're on the board. It's 2-1.
A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Back to the top of the Yankee order at the plate, Anthony Volpe. Now one missed.
Counts 1-0.
One down, base is empty. Outside low, and that's ball two.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
2-0 to count. Here it comes. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Too low, and it's ball three. Swings through the sweeper. One out, base is empty, and a run in. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. In the air, right field, pretty well struck. That's carrying. Drops for a hit. He couldn't run it down, and that's a double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. A lot of times in today's game, right fielders are able to get to a ball that stays in like that, but he hit that one pretty well. And if he hits it just a little bit different on the barrel, it's out of here easily. But there's nothing wrong with the extra bases right there.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. stepping in now for the Yankees. He reached on a walk his first time. Here's the pitch. Runner on the move. That's in for a strike. Throw to third. Save. That wasn't close. And the tying run is now only 90 feet away. Next offering upstairs.
In this situation, he's trying to get you to pop something up or jam you. That's a really good take, knowing you got an opportunity to drive in a run here.
1-1 now. And that one fouled off.
Set him down.
Fouls it off. Still 1-2.
Two to count.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, this is where the team aspect really comes into play on the offensive side of the game, right? I mean, missed opportunity to tie it up with the runner at third, 1 out, couldn't put the ball in play. So now it's time to pick him up. And that's where good teams, they go to. They operate on this level of next man up. That mentality is what causes them to win series, get into the postseason. And that helps keep the energy and morale high in the dugout.
And now big number 99, Aaron Judge. Volpe at third with 2 away. Knee high, that's in for a strike.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
Here's the 0-2. And a sweeper misses for a ball. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
As we go to the last of the third. And now the rookie second baseman, Hesung Kim. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Just missed. To the right side, Chisholm tosses to first, and a quick out, number 1.
Up next for the Dodgers, shortstop, Mookie.
And now it's Mookie Betts. His first at bat was a strikeout.
Betts is definitely one of those guys that excels at everything he does, Boog. In terms of baseball, he can do it all. He's won World Series, batting titles, Gold Gloves, and everything else you can think of.
There's a swing and a miss.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. Into the dive, and he got it.
Now batting, the center fielder, Tommy Edman.
This dive wasn't the result of a bad route, Singy. The only reason he made the plays because his route was so good.
No doubt, Boog. StatCast tells the same story. I mean, he got to his spot as quickly as you can possibly get there, and he had to in order to have a chance at that diving play. Just special.
Edman in the box now. No balls and a strike.
All 1's the count. Ball down.
And it is 2-1.
He's done a great job getting the first 2 outs. Want to get this number 2 hitter, get back in the dugout, and face 3, 4, 5 next inning.
Next offering upstairs.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Freeman in the box here lets that one go for a ball. Runner on the move. Ball outside. Throw, save. That's a stolen base.
Well, that steal right there is wanting to take advantage of having a really good hitter at the plate. Now they've got a much better shot at bringing home a 2-out RBI.
Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the last half of the third.
Hey, stay hot.
And that misses as well. Teoscar Hernandez waiting to bat for the Dodgers.
Go back to New York.
Yeah, that's fouled off. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Now batting left
First and
fielder,
second, 2 outs. Teoscar Hernandez will hit next. In there for strike 1. Fought off foul.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. 2 on, 2 outs. And there's a ball.
That's a ball.
Really good take, especially with 2
Ball,
strikes.
2 strikes to count.
High fly ball out to left field. Dominguez under it. Makes the grab. And that is that. Dodgers strand a couple. They lead it 2-1. Back here at Dodger Stadium. And here comes Bellinger.
Center fielder Cody Bellinger.
Bellinger in his 8th season, 29 years old, and he's a former Rookie of the Year. There's a strike.
You know, these Yankees doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of him. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
And that's in the dirt. 1-1.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
That misses, and it's 2-1. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Has room, and he makes the catch.
Now batting designated hitter Giancarlo
Here's Stanton now.
Stanton.
He's 0 for 1. Ball 1 there. And a big swing and a miss
from a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his fastball, and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Next one misses, and it's 2-1.
That's right, LA.
Puts it in the air out towards left center. Hernandez ranging after it. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Out towards right center field. Pajes sizing this one up. Corrals it. And that is that. Ready to go, bottom 4. And up to the plate is Will Smith.
Go Dodgers!
Swing and a ball hammered left field. That's back there. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Woo! He was all over that first pitch fastball. Just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
Here's Max Muncy. He was a strikeout victim his first time. And ball 1. Base is empty, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. And that drops in for a strike.
Dodgers!
So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
Well, pitcher's probably thinking he's a little late on that pitch. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to speed him up, not give him something off speed that he can handle.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. 2 down, base is empty. Now it's the right fielder, Andy Pajes. Struck out looking his first time. That one finds the zone. Strike 1.
All one's the count.
Pop foul out of play off to the right. And the 0-2. Headed down the line. And that drops foul. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. On to first, and it's in time for the 3rd out, so that'll end the inning. All set for the start of the inning. Here's Paul Goldschmidt.
First baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
Ohtani back to work. That one misses, and it's 1-0.
You know, these Yankees, to put it bluntly, need to put together more competitive at-bats, and I don't think they've lived up to their own expectations at the plate. They really haven't worked many deep counts or long at-bats, and that's fine if you're having a lot of success, but at this point, I think it's time to make an adjustment.
Next offering misses. Now 2 balls and a strike. And that gets the inside corner for a strike. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Jason Dominguez stepping in now for the Yankees. 0 for 1 so far. just missed.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
And that's in for a strike. And the count even at 1.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
Right side, hard hit. Takes it himself. 2 up, 2 down.
Now batting third baseman, Oswaldo Cabrera.
So 2 down now, and here is Oswaldo Cabrera. He's already homered in this game. First offering, and it just misses.
Ball
2
one,
down,
no strike.
nobody on, and we're at the top of the 5th. And that's downstairs, and the count is 2-0. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Now, there's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if he can mix that in whenever he wants.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Yanks held in check. They're down 2-1. We head to the bottom of the 5th. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Michael Conforto.
Michael Conforto.
There's a strike.
0-1.
Next offering is fouled back. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Now it's the second baseman, Hye-Sung Kim. And foul ball. And now the count is even. That one almost got him. And it's fouled away.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there, just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Let's go, Dodgers. Let's go, Blue.
Betts in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. The shortstop takes the ball.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Two outs. Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts. Offense held in check there. 5 innings complete. It's the Dodgers 2 and the Yankees 1. And we're back. Start of the 6th, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading off, Anthony Volpe. that's in the dirt. So 2 balls and no strikes.
Right now, behind in the count, 2 balls and no strikes. No free passes. You can't allow that.
Check swing, and he went. And the count
2
2-1.
balls, 1 strike.
And that one
3
almost
balls,
hit him.
1 strike.
Just doesn't seem to want to throw him a fastball.
Come on, Dodgers!
That's in there. Now 3-2.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
And down on strikes he goes. And he's up to 8 strikeouts in this one. Jazz Chisholm Jr. stepping in now for the Yankees. A strikeout and a walk. And that one upstairs, ball 1. Movement in the bullpen. Tanner Scott preparing to come on if needed. Trying it. The right-hander also getting loose. The Yankees trailing by a run, and we're in the top half of the 6th. That one pulled foul. One down, base is empty. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. No throw, and they can't get the out. Miguel Rojas coming into the game now as the injury replacement.
Number 72.
Runner on at first with
Miguel
1
Rojas.
gone. Here comes Aaron Judge. 0 for 2 in this one. Pickoff throw. First pitch misses.
Let's go, Dodgers!
Runner on the go. Pitch misses. And that's a stolen base, not even close. And the tying run is now in scoring position.
All right, Los Angeles!
Ohtani checks the runner. Chisholm dives back in safely.
You know, Boog, if you're that base runner at second base, you want to be quiet out there. Not bouncing around, not distracting your teammate, the hitter. Make sure that he can clearly focus on that pitcher and that release point.
Cody Bellinger in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Gets a swing and a miss with the sweeper.
Just an outstanding job of spinning the baseball, moving it around, doing what he does.
Got him looking. That's his 9th strikeout so far.
Well, even if you don't feel great about it, you've got to swing the bat with 2 strikes in this situation. You've got the tying run out there in scoring position. Just put the ball in play. Maybe something good will happen. It just didn't look like he understood the situation.
Here's Cody Bellinger. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. A bit behind with that swing. It's strike one.
One ball, one strike.
Chisholm at second with two down.
Come on, Dodgers.
Tap foul at the plate.
Punch him out.
Ball, that's in.
Strike him out.
Just missing there. And that's ball three.
That's a really good take.
And ball four, two aboard.
Now batting, designated hitter Giancarlo.
And here comes the
Stanton.
Dodgers manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Ohtani will depart, and he leaves in a one-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute.
Now pitching.
Blake
for the
Trinan
Dodgers,
gets the ball now.
number
Still a lot of
49.
game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
And now it's Giancarlo Stanton. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. That misses the
that's
zone.
down.
1-0.
All right, Dodgers.
And fouled off.
It's so hard to slow yourself down when you see that juicy breaking ball, but the most success happens when you try to take that right back up the middle approach.
Punch him out. Strike him out.
All right.
That one not close. And the count is 2-2. Two aboard, two outs. Got him swinging.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Well, we go bottom six. And now the center fielder, Tommy
Center
Edman.
fielder, Tommy Edman.
And that misses. And that is ball one. Inside, just missed. Fly ball down the line. And a foul ball.
Let's go, Dodgers.
Misses inside. And that's ball three. Out towards right center. That's well struck. And that one is out of here. He'll touch them all. And they tack on to their lead. It's 3-1.
This crowd is on fire right now. They're going nuts thanks to that home run. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spit on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
Freddie Freeman up to the dish. He's already homered here in this one. Left field. Dominguez in position. He's there. He's got it. One down.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run.
Now batting,
Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez. Ripped on a line. Makes the grab. Two down.
Up next for the Dodgers, catcher Will.
2 outs, base is empty. The batter now will be Will Smith. First pitch just misses. Movement in the Yankees pen. Tim Hill up and throwing. Leiter getting cranked up as well. Swing and a high fly ball pulled foul, and that's out of play.
Clearly, he was geared up for the fastball right there. Maybe got a little jumpy and excited out of the hand, but he certainly didn't miss a stitch.
Next offering is in for a strike. 2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across here in the bottom of the 6th. That one misses. 2-2. That one 95 to finish him off. But the solo shot stretches their lead even further. It's now a 3-1 ball game. Major League Baseball is on the show. Top of inning number 7, and stepping in for the Yankees, Austin Wells. The Yankees looking to rally.
Pitching has been pretty dominant in this one, but you got to be careful. Not working with too big a lead. They could get right back in this ball game if you're not careful.
Tried to check his swing there, appeal to third, and he held back, according to Larry Bullard. Fouled off. He was late.
Strike him out.
Got him swinging. Chased the fastball up the ladder for strike 3. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Goldie, the next to hit, takes outside. Base is empty, 1 away here in the top half of inning number 7. That one finds the corner, and that's strike 1. And a swing and a miss there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Grounds 1 to short. Betts.
Move it.
And 2 away to start the 7th.
Those plays can be tricky. They're routine, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be smooth. He delivered a good play right there.
So digging in, Jason Dominguez. Treinen, 36 years old, and he's one of the few players in Major League Baseball born in Kansas. That's in for a strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. On the ground, right
that's foul.
side, and that's just foul. Oh, and 2 now. And down on strikes. And the Yanks go quietly. So the Yanks go in order. And it remains a 3-1 ball game. Out of the bullpen for the Yankees, Mark Leiter Jr. The offense will need to be ready for the breaking stuff. He's got a great curveball.
Mark Leiter Jr.
Miguel Rojas at the plate, taking his first at bat of the game after entering on defense.
Miguel Rojas.
Come on, Los Angeles.
Foul ball there. Next offering is in for a strike. Got him. 1 away. Andy Pajes steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
Come on, Los Angeles.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
So a man at first. And the batter now, Michael Conforto. Fastball for a strike. And it's 0-1. Pajes leads off first with one away. Right through there for a strike.
No balls, 2 strikes.
The next pitch misses. 1-2 the count. Swing and a miss. And an excellent job keeping it right there.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Here's the second baseman, Hae-Sung Kim. And that's outside. Swings through that one out in front that time.
1-1.
Let's go, Dodgers. Let's go.
Ball 2.
In the dirt.
We got 2 balls, 1 strike.
That's
Ball
off the
3.
mark. And the count is 3-1.
This is a really good feeling for a hitter. At this point in the ball game, you know that they don't want to walk you, so you're going to get a pitch to hit. You just better not miss it.
Here we go.
So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
First and second, 2 outs. And up next for Los Angeles, Mookie Betts.
All right, Dodgers.
The shortstop takes the ball.
Well, he's already in some trouble, and falling behind in the count makes it even worse. Then you've got to throw the ball over more of the plate, and that's where they can really do damage against a guy like this.
Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. Brings it in, and that is that. Dodgers strand a couple as the lead remains 3-1. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Tanner Scott.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
So up next, Oswaldo Cabrera. He blasted one out earlier in the 3rd.
Just a solo home run, but an important swing of the bat in this game. We've already seen him do it once. Can he do it again?
Scott, an all-star a season ago. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and he works in a changeup. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
I guess you throw it that hard, you can get away with locations like that right down the middle. But I still think it's a dangerous pitch. Don't want to do it again.
2 strikes.
That misses, and that's ball 1. Sets him down looking. Called strike 3 on a fastball up in the zone. No messing around with the pitch calling in that sequence right there. 4 pitches, all fastballs.
Yeah, and that makes me think that was the plan before the at-bat even started. If you think you can simply just beat a guy with only your fastball, why throw him anything else until he shows you he can handle it?
And the batter will be the shortstop, Anthony Volpe. 1 for 3. That one's in there, 0-1. Lefty continues to work, but the closer getting loose in the bullpen. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
Only 2.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top of the 8th. Now 1-1.
Strike.
Swing and a miss.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
And a foul ball, he stays alive.
Well, he got challenged with a good fastball right there. Just couldn't catch up.
2 down, nobody on. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. And he strikes out the side here in the 8th. 1-2-3, go the Yankees. And they still trail it here, 3-1.
Now pitching for
Back
New York.
now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Jake Cousins. He has a great slider with tons of movement. Tommy Edman at the plate.
Leading off for the Dodgers, center fielder Tommy Edman.
Do it again.
That one misses in the dirt. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
And that is cut on and missed. Now 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strike.
And that's down and away.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
And now it's filled up.
2.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 1 gone to the bottom of the 8th.
Up next,
Here
for the
is
Dodgers,
Freddie Freeman.
First baseman Freddie Freeman.
Let's go, Dodgers.
First pitch doesn't find the zone. Activity in the bullpen. Tim Hill, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Hamilton also getting ready. And the 1-0. And that is out of play.
One more time.
Just
No, that's
missed.
down.
Now you get to this part of the order. Yeah, there's some pop there, but more likely there's some base hits. So very important to be patient. Let the pitcher walk you if he will.
That one pushed foul, out of play off to the left.
Dodgers.
2-2. Swing and a miss, and he got him. Now 2 out.
Oh, really went aggressive in with that slider. Good 2-strike pitch right there. At worst case scenario, it's weak contact in play. Exactly where he and the catcher wanted it.
Hernandez.
Hernandez stands in now and watches strike one.
That's right, LA.
And a foul ball. Two outs. In the dirt. Going to count 1 and 2. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. And he strikes out the side here in the 8th. No runs, no hits, no errors. 9th inning coming up. It's the Dodgers 3 and the Yankees 1. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Kirby Yates.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves, late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Here is Aaron Judge. 0 for 3 in this one. Yates, multi-time All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a splitter, and he works in a slider.
Off the plate, ball 1.
Let's go, Dodgers.
The 1-1 is fouled off.
Strike him out.
Here's a 1-2. Now one missed.
2 strikes.
Punch him out.
And a swing and a miss. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th.
Well, that right there is what you want to see out of your closer. Come in and close the door, cancel any hope that that opponent has in making some type of comeback in the ball game. Tell you what, that helps him settle in, and that helps everybody else relax a little bit to get these other 2 outs.
Bellinger in the box now as he leaves that one up high.
Counts 1 and 0.
And that's through there for a strike. And the count 1-1. Next offering is fouled back. Base is empty, 1 away. Here in the top of the 9th.
Come on, Dodgers, let's go.
Swings and misses. Now only 1 out remaining.
This is definitely what a team likes to see out of their closer. Come in and just destroy all hope. First 2 batters, 2 strikeouts. See if he can strike out the side.
Stanton stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. He swings and fouls one off.
Let's go, Blue. Let's go, Dodgers.
Yates is just 1 strike away. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that is the ball game.
This was by no means an offensive outburst. Only 4 hits the entire game, but good teams find a way to win, and they did.
And your final 3-1. Dave Roberts and company celebrate in the dugout. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long. And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the New York Yankees taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. First pitch coming at you right after the break. Just about set to go now. And today on the hill, Shohei Ohtani. What do you look for here?
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
Anthony Volpe leading things off and takes the strike. Ground ball up the middle. Bats up with it. Not in time. An infield knock to start the inning.
Well, he did all he could at short to try to make an amazing play and almost got it done, but good hustle down the line, and that's an earned infield hit.
And up next for New York, Jazz Chisholm Jr.
Come on, Showtime.
And a foul ball. Chisholm, a former All-Star, batting second in today's lineup, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. Volpe on at first, nobody out.
Let's turn two.
Ball one.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity, try to get a rollover, something on the ground, stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
And the sweeper is off the plate.
Well, with the amount of pitches that can end up in the dirt, a good secondary lead. Doesn't have to get away from the catcher, but if you're anticipating based off the trajectory, get yourself into scoring position.
Swing and a miss, struck him out, and there's one away.
Well, that split caught a lot of the zone. Definitely a hittable pitch, but coming off the fastball the pitch before, it's kind of tough to recognize. You notice there's something different about it. He threw it with the same arm action, same release point, and he left it up. But the movement and the change of speeds, that was enough to do the job.
Man at first, one away.
Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing later on in the game. That may be a pitch that he turns on.
This one in the dirt. Not close with that one, and it's 2-2. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
Cody Bellinger stands in now, looks at that one inside. Two outs. And downstairs, Chris with that distraction and a speedy guy at first. He's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
All right, Los Angeles.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. And a strike on the outside edge.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. One left for the Yankees, and now the Dodgers get a crack at it. No score. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back here with my pal Singy, and on the hill today, Garrett Cole.
Power pitcher. He's going to speed you up with the fastball velocity, and out of his hand will explode the breaking ball. Very difficult for hitters to keep that front side closed and hit the ball the other way, because they know if they're not ready to pull the trigger, the fastball will beat them.
Bottom of the first. Now at the plate, Mookie Betts.
Shortstop, Mookie Betts.
Check swing, and he went. That's strike one.
0-1.
Next offering is fouled back. Turns and fires to Betts. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Went back to the fastball, and it was effective.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. You know, when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
And first offering is fouled off. Late on that fastball.
He can live up in the zone all game if hitters will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitters got to look down in the zone.
That one off the mark, and a count 1-2.
See if he can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone, because that's where you get hurt.
And they'll do it again. Towards first, and that one handled. Goldie steps on the bag, and here this afternoon, too quickly away in the bottom of the first. Time now for Dave Roberts' lineup for the Los Angeles Dodgers. And with their ace on the mound today, they're just looking to provide him a little bit of run support, and they'll see what they can do for him.
Boog, you have to be really careful when you've got a guy like this on the mound for you to not become a spectator. You know that he doesn't give up a whole lot, but sometimes guys get a little too comfortable and don't have an urgency to score runs. You have to make sure you put him in a situation where he can get the W, but also you guys can cruise to the finish line and not have to worry about a comeback in the end.
That's outside.
Outside.
1 ball, 1 strike. 2 out, space is empty. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Goes down looking. Dodgers go down quietly, scoreless after 1. Second inning set to go, and now the DH, Giancarlo Stanton. Ohtani back to work. That one's upstairs, ball 1. And a swing and a miss.
When you throw a fastball by a guy like that, I imagine it's got to feel incredible. Look for him to throw it again at some point.
Come on, Dodgers!
That one way outside, 2-1. And there's a ball.
1 strike.
That one
That pitch
misses.
is in.
So a leadoff walk.
I don't think he really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow.
Batting sixth, catcher, Austin
Here's the
Wells.
catcher to hit, Austin Wells. Fastball for a strike.
Come on. Turn the double.
There's a strike.
Well, it looks like he's wanting to work the upper part of the strike zone. What does that mean? Top hand better be working for the hitters. Adjust that side a little bit. Give yourself a chance to hit.
Come on. Punch him out. Swing.
And delivers outside.
I don't think he was trying to miss by that much in an 0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
At the belt and fires. Line drive, and it stays fair. Stanton around second, heads for third. And he's got a double.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Here is Goldschmidt. Golden opportunity right here. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98.
0-1.
All right, Dodgers. Woo.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
James Kingsley working the plate. Kingsley's pretty well respected around the league.
Yeah, when you talk to players, I think consistently he is one of the guys you hear compliments about. Players appreciate the job he does back there.
Yeah, and that's kind of all you can ask for, really, just a fair chance to go out and have success.
2 runners in scoring position. Nobody out.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Got him! And that is a big first out.
It's a good breaking ball there, just off the corner where you can't really do much damage, but it's close enough to where you've got to protect, and he just couldn't find a way to fight it off.
And next for New York, Jason Dominguez. Headed towards the corner. Makes a nice running catch. Runners tag up from second and third. The run comes across and the Yankees score first. It's 1-0.
Well, that's a quality at bat right there. You know the situation. You need something in the air and deep enough, and that's exactly what he did. Good pass to the baseball.
Here's the third baseman, Oswaldo Cabrera. Right through there for a strike. Lifted in the air, out to left. Hernandez makes the play, and that'll do it. So a run on 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. Yankees 1, and the Dodgers nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the second. And now Teoscar Hernandez. Just missed. Cut on and missed 96 with that fastball.
Come on, Teo.
Swings and misses and 1 down below the zone.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Good eye in that spot.
Really good slider. He's up there just hoping that it ends up off the plate away.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Next pitch, not close, up high. Fights it off. He'll see another. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. And a 3-2. Hard ground ball, base knock. So he ends up with a hit after seeing a lot of pitches. That was a good at-bat.
Just one of those at-bats you almost hate to see come to an end. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Will Smith to the plate. That one finds the zone. That's strike one. In the air, fairly deep to right field. Makes the grab, one down.
Batting sixth, third baseman, Max Muncy.
And now it's Max Muncy.
Well, look out here. He's going to come up ready to swing in this situation.
Look out for the double play.
That one
Ball
misses,
one, no strike.
and that's ball one.
Let's go, Los Angeles!
Ball.
Squirts away a little bit. Hernandez over at first with one away. Next offering in there for a strike. Now 2 balls and a strike.
Come on, Los Angeles!
Next offering is fouled back.
Get out of here, Yankees!
2-2 now. Muncy hits one in the air. Dominguez settles under this one. Makes the catch for the out. And there are 2 outs.
Batting seventh, right fielder, Andy Pajes.
Andy Pajes, the next to hit. He has consistently been one of the best in the sport against lefties, and yet the righties give him trouble. You know, you don't want to be labeled as that guy, but the numbers say what they say.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Well, he's a good player, but if he wants to be great, he's going to have to figure it out against right-handed pitchers. There's so many right-handers in the game that you're going to see them one after another. So you would imagine with that many looks, Boog, that the adjustment's got to be coming soon.
2 outs. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Wells collects, fires to first. Got him. Inning over on the strikeout. So the Dodgers leave one. They're down 1-0. Back here in LA, there's the shortstop at the plate, Anthony Volpe.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Man, that pitch was dotted. So much talent on display when this guy's out there on the hill.
Strike 3, went back to the sweeper and got the strikeout. So he's down on just 3 pitches. Watched the first 2 and then chased after the third.
Yeah, not a very good at bat right there, Boog, but that was also some excellent pitching. The 0-0 and 0-1 pitches were both right on the edge of the strike zone, so it's not like he watched 2 cookies go by. Then a great job of expanding and making him chase the 0-2, knowing he would be in protect mode.
And stepping in for the Yankees, Jazz Chisholm Jr. swings through that.
0-1's the count.
Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. Way inside.
Straighten him up a little bit.
One out, bases empty. And that one a little below the knees. Now 2-2. And that skips in the dirt.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. One down, base is empty. That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
Up next for the Yankees,
Aaron Judge at the
right
plate.
fielder Aaron
Went down on
Judge.
strikes his first time through. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on base and slugging too. And that's off the inside edge. Ball 1.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power. But then if this hitter gets a strike or two on him, he's still very comfortable. And because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
Come on, Los Angeles.
Runner on the go. Inside, and it hit him. First and second,
next
one out.
for the Yankees,
Here comes Cody
center fielder
Bellinger.
Cody
He's 0 for
Bellinger.
1.
Turn 2 now. Let's go.
The first one to Bellinger is in for a strike.
Really good job in this spot to get ahead in the count. He's going to have to finish off this hitter.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Jazz on his horse coming around third. He'll score. It's an RBI single, and they take a 2-run lead.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. 2 on, 1 out. Giancarlo Stanton at the plate. He walked and came around to score his first time up. Check swing, and that's a ball. Next offering is fouled back. Runners at first and second with 1 gone. Line drive, caught.
He put a really good swing on that pitch and hit the ball hard. You know, line drives won't always find a hole, but the more you can hit the ball like that with good exit velo, the better off you're going to be in the long run.
Austin Wells getting ready to hit. Doubled in his first AB. That clips the inside corner for a strike.
Well, I know they've gotten out to an early lead, but you don't want to take these opportunities for granted. With 2 outs, still lock in with a quality at bat. Drive in that run. You may not have another runner in scoring position the rest of this ball game.
There's a strike.
And at bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
And a swing and a miss. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. 1 run in the inning, but they leave 2. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Yankees 2 and the Dodgers nothing. Back here at Chavez Ravine, the batter will be Michael Conforto.
Designated hitter, Michael Conforto.
Missed with a changeup. 1-0. And another ball. Next
Ball
pitch
three.
misses, and that's ball 3.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if he'll walk you.
And a fastball clips the outside corner for a strike. And that one fouled off. Got him. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
That was a really nice pitch call for that put-away slider right there. You look at the sequence in that at-bat, and he hadn't thrown it yet, so this makes it really tough to recognize and fight off with 2 strikes. I'm sure it looked like a fastball all the way until it wasn't.
Hesung Kim steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Off the mark there, and it's 1-0. That one missing inside. That's a strike across the top of the zone. And that one fouled off. And a breaking ball misses outside. In the air, left field, down the line, and that is a foul ball. Battling here as he fouls it away. On the ground, right side. On to first. And 2 straight set down to begin the bottom of the 3rd.
Mookie Betts.
Back to the top of the Dodgers order. Here's Betts. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time.
All right, Dodgers.
Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1.
0-1.
Ball 1 low.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
There's a strike to Mookie.
Two balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Had him out front for the strikeout. Nothing doing for the offense that time. 3 innings complete. It's the Yankees 2 and the Dodgers nothing. Back here at Dodger Stadium, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Paul Goldschmidt. Swing and a miss, 98 on the gun. Goldie, a multi-Gold Glove Award winner, over 1,000 runs batted in his career, and he was drafted in the 8th round back in 2009.
All right, Dodgers. Strike.
Ripped to short.
Hustle.
Betts whips it to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Now it's going to be Jason Dominguez. Drove in a run with a sac fly his first time up. Pitch misses there. Ball 1. bases empty, one away. Top half of inning number 4.
Go Dodgers!
Right through there for a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
That
Ball
misses. 3-1 now.
3 balls, 1 strike.
The 3-2 is outside, and it's ball 4.
Now batting third.
One
baseman,
down.
Oswaldo
And up next for New York,
Cabrera.
Oswaldo Cabrera.
Fly to left his first time.
Outside low, and that is ball 1. Dominguez stands at first with 1 out. Line drive
foul ball.
and foul ball. Otani picks to first.
Chase.
Dominguez back on a dive. That one missed.
Three balls, 1 strike.
Here's a high fly ball out to center. Edman pulls it down and he makes the catch. 2 down.
Now batting shortstop Anthony Volpe.
So the lineup flips over. Anthony Volpe stepping in now for the Yankees. 1 for 2. And the first offering is not close. The shortstop takes the ball.
That's right, LA.
That's a little bit low.
Let's go Dodgers!
Next offering is in for a strike. Check on the runner.
He's good.
In the air, right field. Pajes settles under it and makes the catch. And that is that. The Yanks leave 1 as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. And we're back. Bottom of the 4th. And here comes Tommy Edman.
Center fielder Tommy Edman.
Ball 1, no strikes.
You know, these Dodgers, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
That one finds the zone, and it's 2-1 now. And that's in the dirt.
Expect for that guy to come right at you with a fastball, something in the zone, because he does not want to allow the leadoff walk.
Stays alive. In the air, out towards right center. Bellinger sizes this one up. And there's one away.
Now batting First baseman, Freddie.
So now it's Freddie Freeman. Caught looking his first time up.
Let's go, Blue.
Fastball for a strike.
Not sure if he could be in more of a groove. Looks really relaxed. He's retired 7 straight. This guy's feeling it right now.
Swings over the top of that one.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
And down on strikes he goes. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one.
Oh, there's a 3-pitch strikeout. He can do whatever he wants with the baseball right now.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez. 1 for 1 with a single so far.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line. He normally does damage on that pitch in that location. Just a swing and a miss there. I don't think you want to throw it again, though.
And that misses. And it's a ball and a strike. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Foul ball. And now 2-2. And that's outside. Will Smith up next for the Dodgers. Two down, nobody on. And down on strikes. And he's up to 7 strikeouts. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here. They trail things here 2-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. We go to the top of the 5th, and stepping in for the Yankees, Jazz Chisholm Jr. Ohtani back to work and immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Alex Vesia looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. Grove, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. And that skips in the dirt. That's down and in. Sliced hard, but foul down the left side.
Some real good life going through the zone on that one.
Let's go, LA.
That's a strikeout. Ohtani sends him packing.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
It's Aaron Judge now. Outside low, and that's ball 1. The sweeper catches the low part of the zone for a strike.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Pitch misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count.
Let's go, Dodgers.
And there's a ball. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. Bellinger up to hit. First pitch misses. Misses the zone, and he gets him to chase.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
All right, Dodgers. Woo!
Swing and a miss, struck him out. And he strikes out the side in the 5th. Down in order go the Yankees. They're up 2-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Will Smith.
Well, these fans definitely want to get involved in the game. All it's going to take is to get the leadoff man or even a base runner on.
There's a strike at the knees.
You know, these Dodgers showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. Starter's leash has to be getting tighter with his pitch count where it is, but so far he's been really effective in this one.
On the inside corner for a strike.
You know, sometimes it just takes getting to the bullpen in order to be able to score runs, and that might be the case today.
Now a check swing, but he held up. Here's a 2-2. On the ground to the left.
Get there, get there.
Over to Goldie. And they get the out on Smith.
Now batting, third baseman, Max Muncy.
Here's Max Muncy. That funky Muncy. Fly to left his first time.
Let's go, Dodgers!
So the Dodgers are going to have to try and come from behind and try and get that offense going. Check swing, no appeal.
2 balls, no strikes.
That clips the corner. The Dodgers trailing by 2, last half of inning number 5. Muncy hits a high fly ball, right field. Judge going back on this one and brings it in at the wall.
Now batting, right fielder, Andy Pajes.
Andy Pajes steps to the plate for the Dodgers. He's 0 for 1.
Let's go, Los Angeles. Come on, Dodgers.
First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Yeah, that's fouled off.
Now this offense has just been locked down. Almost 5 full innings of shutout baseball.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Still nothing on the scoreboard for him after 5. It's the Yankees 2 and the Dodgers nothing.
Now pitching.
Michael
for the
Grove
Dodgers,
gets the call from the pen.
number
Pretty tight
29.
game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Giancarlo
Leading
Stanton
off
to the
for
plate now.
Yankees, the designated hitter, Giancarlo Stanton.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
You know, these Yankees putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. They really made that opposing starter work in this one. Ran his pitch count up, and now they've got an opportunity to continue making things difficult on the bullpen.
That misses the zone. 2 balls and a strike.
And no, they haven't broken through in a big way in the runs column, but with the way they're grinding out at bats, it definitely feels like there's potential for more coming.
Swings and misses, struck him out. And next for New York, Austin Wells.
Dodger dogs. Get your Dodger dogs.
That smash towards center. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it, but in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Goldie, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Alex Vesia, the left-hander, up and throwing. Two outs. That one fouled off. Here's a 1-1. Pop foul out of play off to the right.
All sliders so far in this at-bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
Swing and a miss, and he's down on strikes. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Yanks held in check, but they hold a 2-0 lead. Back here at Chavez Ravine, Michael Conforto will climb in.
Designated hitter, Michael Conforto.
And there's a foul ball. Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Hesung Kim digs in now. Grounded out his first time up. Just missed.
Count 1-0.
Base is empty, 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Snags it for the 2nd out.
Now batting, shortstop.
Back to the top of the lineup. Here's Mookie Betts, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Just missed. Next offering is in for a strike. Swing and a foul straight back. 2 down, nobody on. And that's ripped into left, base hit.
Now batting, the center fielder, Tommy.
Dominant performance for him today, Boog. Just 2 hits allowed so far, no runs across either, and he's had an answer for just about every hitter he's faced. So I don't think this hit is going to knock him off his stride too much.
Tommy Edman at the plate. 0 for 2 in this one.
Ball.
In the dirt, blocked. Betts, the runner at first with 2 gone.
Come on, Los Angeles.
That's to third. On to Jazz, and that ends the inning. 1 left for LA. They're still down. It's 2-0.
Now pitching.
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Alex Vesia.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
And stepping in for the Yankees, Jason Dominguez. The switch hitter batting right. Swinging a foul out of play. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play.
Sit him down.
And that
Nope,
is a
that's
good
a ball.
eye on a pitch down low. Now 1
Ball,
and 2.
strikes the count.
That hit him.
That ball
And
hit
the
him.
leadoff man is aboard to start the inning.
Leading off for the
And up
Yankees,
next for New York,
third baseman,
Oswaldo Cabrera.
Cabrera.
Hey now, turn 2 here.
There's a strike. Vesia in his 5th
0-1
season.
count.
He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and he works in a changeup. Next one misses, and 1 and 1.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those,
Yep,
if you
that ball
swing
went
at
out.
it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Swing and a miss as he was late that time. And misses inside.
At this point in the game, you cannot issue free passes. He's going to have to challenge this hitter. Hitter's got to be ready to swing it.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Chases the fastball up the ladder, struck him out.
Oh, that high 4-seam fastball has become such a great pitch for pitchers to finish hitters off. They're trying to stay back with 2 strikes, make sure that they can handle something off speed, and just with good spin rate, good rotation through the zone, elevate it a little bit, get a lot of swings and misses, and that's a really nice job right there.
Volpe in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1. Now snap throw to first,
Safe, he's
and he's
good.
back safely. Swing and a miss at a slider.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Ball, that's out.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. The throw in. The tag out.
Hey, as a former center fielder, I'm feeling pretty good right now. That's an excellent job by this guy to come up throwing and deliver a strike to third base. Now, for the offense, that's a tough one to swallow because you never want to lose a runner in scoring position by making it out at third base.
And next for New York, Jazz Chisholm Jr. And a foul ball. Step off, throw to first.
He's in there.
And he dives back in safely. Two outs.
Ball. 1 and 1.
Strike 2.
Dangerous spot for that slider right there. Didn't seem to quite finish out front and get that sharp break. Tell you what, he doesn't want to throw that pitch again.
That's off the mark, and the count's even at 2.
Sit him down.
And that's a little bit high.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Aaron Judge on deck for the Yankees.
On
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Second walk of the game for him, and he's been really patient at the plate. A game plan that he's sticking to. He's just not going outside of what he's looking for up there.
First and second, 2 outs. Judge now at the plate. Just missed.
Well, he's already in some trouble, and falling behind in the count makes it even worse. Then you've got to throw the ball over more of the plate, and that's where they can really do damage against a guy like this.
Misses inside. 2 balls, no strikes.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
2 on, 2 outs. Check swing. Now we'll look down to first. And yes, he did. He went around.
Come on!
Next offering is in for a strike.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Sit him down!
Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat. Yanks strand a pair, but they're on top 2-0. Back here at Dodger Stadium, bottom of the 7th. Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit. Now Freeman drives one deep to right. Tattooed to Tatertown and gone. And they're on the scoreboard. It's 2-1. 1 pitch, 1 swing, 1 home run.
Yeah, you could say that's efficiency right there. Didn't need much time in the box to make an impact.
That's right! All right, nice job. That away! That's away.
With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient, waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
Hernandez up for the 3rd time here. Watches that one miss. Holding on to a 1-run lead here at the bottom of the 7th. Fought off foul. And that one is lifted in the air. And it's into the gap. And now the tying run is into scoring position.
Well, that was an important at-bat in this game, so a great job there stepping up to the challenge. Put a really nice balanced swing on it, and when you can rope one into the gap like that, you're thinking extra bases from the first couple of steps out of the box, and he'll feel real good about that one. Now we'll see if they can pick up that tying run and start us over here in the late innings.
And here comes the Yankees manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Garrett Cole is done in this one. And a nice effort out of him, no doubt. New arm coming on. We'll be back for that in a moment.
Now pitching.
Fernando Cruz taking over on the mound.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
And up to the plate is Will Smith. First-round pick out of Louisville in 2016. Swing and a miss.
I feel with the way that Will Smith is able to handle the bat, control the bat head, he's very capable of finding green space and driving in that run.
So the tying run at second.
That's a ball.
In the dirt, but kept close.
1-1.
And the runner holds.
Come on, LA! Come on! Get there,
Here's the pitch. Runner breaks for third. It's in the dirt, And the throw out at third.
That's just a poor decision right there, and I'm sure somebody's going to talk to him when he gets back into the dugout. You have to understand who's at the plate and who's coming up. These are guys that can drive the ball in the gap, hit the ball over the fence. You don't have to worry about being aggressive and trying to get yourself up, especially at third base in that situation. Just doesn't make any sense.
And fouled off. Looking to get the tying run on base. Inside. And a full count now. Max Muncy in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. And the tying run is on base.
Oh, looking for a swing and miss right there, or for the ump to help him out and make a call with that last pitch, but neither happened. Close pitch, but a good take to earn that walk.
One down, runner at first. Max Muncy at the dish. There's a strike.
There it was. 0-0. Here it is. Hit it. He gets a take, gets ahead in the count.
Smith at first, one gone.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
And the funky Muncy is stifled by the strikeout. Next to hit, Andy Pajes.
Typically, the outfield defense will play a little bit deeper just to keep the ball in front, make sure that runner on first doesn't come all the way around to score and tie this ball game up.
This one chopped on the ground, but foul. And that's in there at the knees. Movement in the bullpen. Devin Williams up and loosening in the pen. Weaver also throwing. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Tanner Scott.
Now pitching for the Dodgers.
Well,
Number
one-run
66.
game, and up to the plate comes
Tanner
Cody Bellinger.
Scott.
Change up on the corner, and that's a strike.
Well, that's really the money spot, down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
Now the 0-1. Slider misses outside. This one in the air. Betts hauls it in, and there's one away.
Now batting, designated hitter Giancarlo Stanton.
Now here's Giancarlo Stanton. It's in and out of his glove. Still fires to first, and they get him. The misplay made it a bit messy, but they cleaned things up for the out.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
2 down, bases empty. And stepping in for the Yankees, Austin Wells. 1 for 3.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Well, this is just par for the course these days. Huge fastballs coming out of the bullpen.
That one
Nope.
just
Ball one.
misses.
His understanding of the strike zone, very impressive. That was a very close 0-2 fastball. I just don't know how you take that.
That
That's
misses
ball.
the zone. The count now 2-2.
Let's go, LA.
That one
got a full
inside. Look out.
Let's go, Dodgers!
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Come on, Dodgers!
2 down, nobody on. Swinging a foul ball at the plate. They'll do it again. 9th pitch of the at-bat due next. Foul ball, and it remains a full count.
He hasn't gotten the result yet, but he's got to feel pretty confident. 3 foul balls in a row. He's right on this pitcher.
The other way, and foul ball. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. So the Yanks go in order, but they still lead it 2-1.
Now pitching. for the
Back
New
now,
York
new
Yankees,
pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Luke Weaver.
Weaver.
And here is Michael
Leading off
Conforto.
For the Dodgers, designated hitter, Michael Conforto.
And that one hit to first, and he takes it himself for the out.
That's why you hug the lines on the corners late in a ball game like this, positioned perfectly.
Hesung Kim, the next to hit. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. Pitch misses outside. 1-0.
Boog, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
One down, base is empty. Check swing. Did he go? No, he didn't. The 2-1. Fastball is outside. Mookie Betts in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here.
Aye. 3-2.
Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out.
Just a mid-90s challenge fastball right there. Not much to it. And I'm sure he'd love another swing at it because it was in a very hittable location. Those are the swings where you can sometimes start to question yourself as a hitter and say, how did I miss that? But, you know, it happens.
Here's Mookie now.
Let's go, Dodgers.
First pitch, and he just misses. Trying to hold a 1-run lead here, the bottom half of the 8th inning.
Let's go, Los Angeles!
And now 2-0.
Come on, Dodgers!
And another ball. Tommy Edman in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Swing and a miss, strike one.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Judge snags it, and the inning is over. We're back. It's the top of the ninth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Lake Trinan.
Now pitching for the Dodgers.
Well,
Number
one-run
49.
game. And Paul Goldschmidt will come up to hit. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. First pitch just misses. Action in the pen down there. Anthony Banda appears to be getting loose. Kopech warming up as well. Outside, and it's 2-0. That one missing inside. So definitely a little wild right out of the gate.
Well, it could be a little tough coming from the bullpen mound to this mound, but you've got to find a way to get ahead in the count quickly. He hasn't. We'll see how this at-bat turns out.
Check swing, went around, and now it's 3-2. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. That was blasted to the moon. It's 3-1. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spit on some other pitches in this at bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
And up next for New York, Jason Dominguez. And that one clips the corner. That misses the zone, and the count is 1-1. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here at the top of the ninth. And that one is downstairs, and a count 2-1. A little out front there as he swings through it.
Good late movement on that sinker right there. It's right where you want to get it to get that swing over the top.
Two. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Oswaldo Cabrera stepping in now for the Yankees. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a strikeout. And that's in for a strike. 0-1. Just missed.
1-1.
And that's downstairs and outside. That's inside. 3-1.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Next offering in there for a strike. And that's strike 2. And they'll do it again. Hit in the air, left field. Hernandez settles underneath it. And it's caught for the out.
Now batting, shortstop.
And now the shortstop, Anthony Volpe. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. Clips the corner. That's strike one.
Yeah, we go beyond just the fielding percentage and what it looks like, but the ability to have range and close holes that are normally there against an average defender. But this guy is special, and you can see it in his first step quickness.
2 outs. Foul ball there.
Boog, and the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanic.
And a swing and a miss, down on strikes, and that's the 3rd out. Solo homer extends the Yankees lead, and this is now a 3-1 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Devin Williams.
And he's got a big-time breaking ball to contend with. Hitters going to have to pick it up early if they're going to have any chance.
Now it's the switch-hitting outfielder, Tommy Edman. 0 for 3 in this one.
Tommy Edman.
Hey, look, we'll see how it factors in. I just can't emphasize how much that insurance run in the top of the 9th means. I mean, just such a big difference mentally when you're chasing 2 runs instead of 1.
Pitch misses, ball 2.
Right now, behind in the count, 2 balls and no strikes, no free passes. You can't allow that.
And another ball. And he walked him on 4 pitches. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Get another one.
Stay out of the double play.
Freeman swings through it for strike 1.
There it was, a high velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
The tying run at the plate. That one catches the zone. No balls, 2 strikes. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Some high cheese for strike 3.
Came after him with the fastball on 0-2, and that's a pretty good demonstration of what power pitching is all about. He's got the stuff, obviously, and right there he used it to put his opponent away without needing to waste any pitches.
Teoscar Hernandez steps to the plate for the Dodgers. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Tying run at the plate. That gets by him. Edman around second. Still finds a way to get off a throw, and he's safe. So it's first and third with 1 down.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. I really like that swing, man. He didn't just push it the other way through the infield. He drove it that way, and it kind of makes me think he was thinking opposite field as he stepped into the box. Got a pitch he liked, and he got it done. Really important at bat coming up now.
Runners at the corners here, 1 away. And next for L.A., Will Smith. And that drops in for a strike.
That's right,
The
LA.
0-1. Fastball is outside. And the count 1-2.
Two balls, two strikes.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Here comes Edman to score. And it's an RBI single, and it's a one-run game.
Such great concentration. Everybody on their feet, knowing that you can come through with a good swing. And there he doesn't try to do too much.
Here comes Max Muncy. This guy with light tower power. And there's a breaking ball that drops in there.
Well, they're applying pressure, quality at bats, quality swings right now, and see this offense doing it one man to the next, showing a lot of fight right now, and they're making it difficult for the back end of this bullpen to close out this game.
Let's go, Dodgers.
2 on, 1 out. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2.
No balls, two strikes.
You can do it. Let's go.
Swings and misses, struck him out. Just 1 out remaining for the Dodgers. Andy Pajes steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Down to their final out, but an opportunity to deliver the tying and maybe even a winning run.
All right, Los Angeles.
Ball, that's down.
In the dirt. Nothing happening on the bases, though. And another ball. Fastball for a strike.
Let's go. You got this.
Three balls.
In the dirt, but no advance from the runners. Base hit right field. Headed for the plate. Here comes the throw. Safe. And the runner from second scores on the play. It's 3-3.
Huge moment for him and his team, Boog. You know, some guys just grip it a bit too tight in a big spot like this, having a chance to tie it up in the bottom of the ninth. But he didn't let the moment get to him. Comes up with the RBI knock, and now he's giving his teammates a chance to walk this thing off with the win if they can push across another run.
And here comes the Yankees manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Devin Williams won't go any further, and it's a tie ball game as he heads for the dugout. Back with a new arm after a quick break. New pitcher for the Yankees, Mark Leiter Jr.
He's got a wicked breaking ball in his arsenal, and it's definitely one of his go-to pitches when he needs an out.
First and second, 2 outs. Now it's the DH, Michael Conforto. That misses the zone, and that's ball 1.
1-0.
Winning run stands at second. That one finds the zone, and the count 1-1. And downstairs.
Let's go, kid.
Swings and misses. And it's 2-2. Winning run and scoring position with 2 away. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's the 3rd out, and we'll play extra innings in this one. So they push across the 2 runs they needed in the bottom of the 9th, and we'll play on. All tied up at 3 apiece.
Now pitching.
Welcome
for the
back,
Dodgers,
and here comes the closer,
Number
Kirby
38.
Yates.
Kirby Yates.
Now the number 2 hitter, Jazz Chisholm Jr. Man at second, nobody out, and Chris, certainly one of the things in his head is trying to get the runner over.
Yeah, the way that we see the game played today, though, guys are not sacrificing as much just to get that runner across. They're really looking at doing damage. Slugging is the name of the game.
In there at the knees, and the count even 1-1. Yeah, I think part of that goes into it's just so hard to come up with hits. In today's game, starters don't go deep, and so hitters are seeing multiple pitchers every night, and that makes it more challenging just to come up with a single. Ball and a strike, and that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play.
Well, it's kind of deflating. You blow that lead in the bottom of the ninth, so here's a new opportunity. Hit the reset button, try to get some more runs, and then close it out in the bottom half of this one.
And that's outside, 2-2.
Finish him.
Punch him out.
Out to center, Edman in position. And there's one down. Here comes Aaron Judge.
Right fielder.
This is a
Aaron
big spot
Judge.
for a big-time player.
And there's a strike. Man at second. Strike 2.
He's had a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
Punch him out. Punch him out.
Swing and a miss at the splitter, and it's a strikeout.
Nice work there to get the strikeout, and that's a big second out. I'll tell you, this home crowd will be fired up. They can get out of this and leave that go-ahead run stranded in scoring position. This is a big moment in this game.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Cody Bellinger. And that is out of play. Two down, go ahead run in scoring position.
Ball 1. 1-1.
And the count 1-2.
Strike him out.
Strike him out.
Man on second, 2 down. And that's way high. It's 2-2.
Punch him out.
Punch him out.
This one in the air. Muncy gets under it. Squeezes it. And that's the third out. One left for the Yankees. Score remains tied at 3.
He thought he was going to be able to do more with that pitch. A run-scoring opportunity, but a weak pop-up. He'll be frustrated as he heads back to the dugout.
On to the bottom of the 10th. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Hesung Kim.
Second baseman, Hesung Kim.
Outside low. Ball 1.
Ball 1, no strike.
Little chopper rolls foul.
Come on, Dodgers.
Fouled off. He was late.
Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to have to happen with 2 strikes.
Good job to fight that one off. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Now a move being made at second base. And here's the pinch runner, Chris Taylor. He's the potential winning run, so they're hoping he can score on a base hit. Here's Mookie Betts now, known for his late inning heroics. Right through there for a strike. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
Hey, you got this.
The winning run on second base. Swing and a miss. Struck him out on a splitter.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
And now here is Tommy Edman. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. 2 outs. Swings and pulls it foul to the right side. Up the middle. Volpe throws it to first in time. And we're headed to the 11th. So the Dodgers leave 1. So no change in the score. It's 3-3. We're in extras here, and now the DH, Giancarlo Stanton.
For the Yankees, the designated hitter, Giancarlo Stanton.
Yates back to work. He was late there, strike 1.
Well, a come and get me fastball right there. He didn't look ready for the velocity. I think it'd be a mistake to throw him anything off speed right here.
And it's even up.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Fastball is outside.
Next offering is down low.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Man at second. Ball 4, he walked him. And that keeps things going.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Here's the catcher, Austin Wells.
1 for 4 with a double.
Yeah, that's fouled off.
Come on, Los Angeles. Dodgers.
Swing and a foul out of play.
He's fallen behind in a huge spot, Boog. Got to do what it takes to come through. Maybe choke up on the bat a little bit, spread out those feet, whatever it takes.
That just misses. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
On the outside corner, got him looking.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his third strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
Paul Goldschmidt now. He's already homered in this game. First offering misses badly for ball one. One out. The go-ahead run is at second. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-1.
Ball, one strike.
Comes up empty. That's strike two.
One ball, two strikes.
Strike him out! Come on, punch him out!
2 on, 1 out. Foul ball still a 1-2 count.
Sit him down.
Sit him down!
Hit on the ground to the right side. Fair ball. Runner around third. He'll score easily. And the throw's offline, safe at third.
That's a good job right there. You got two strikes on you, just got to battle.
Jason Dominguez.
2 on, 1 out. Jason Dominguez stepping in now for the Yankees.
That's right, LA.
And there's the strike. Traffic on the bases with one already in here in extra innings. And it's strike two.
Big pitch right here. He's going to try to make a pitch that's going to produce a strikeout or a ground ball double play.
Oh, sit him down.
Just off the inside corner. Now 1-2.
Executed that pitch very nicely, just missed with it.
And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball.
Now batting third base.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Kirby Yates done for the afternoon, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this.
Now pitching.
So the
for
Dodgers have a new arm on the mound, Michael
number
Kopech.
45. Michael Kopech.
So 2 down now, and here is Oswaldo Cabrera. 0 for 4, 3 flyouts and a strikeout. And the pitch a little bit low, ball one.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
Now fly ball to right center. Pajes on the move to the alley. Makes the catch, and that is that. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. 4-3 New York. You're dialed into the show. Back here in LA, and here's Freddie Freeman. Singy, he's got a history of coming through into big spots. I know I like to talk about, I'm not sure whether clutch actually exists, but you look at the numbers, and this guy always seems to deliver in those spots. So the tying run at second. That's a base hit. Here comes Edman around third. The tag, and he's safe. It's 4-4.
Well, that's a lonely feeling for an outfielder. The read wasn't great, and it really hurts when it costs your team a run.
No outs. Runner at first. Teoscar Hernandez steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Line drive, base hit. Throw comes in, and the winning run moves up to second with nobody out.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
First and second, no outs. Now here is Will Smith.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
First offering, and it just misses.
Come on, Dodgers!
Right through there for a strike. Falling behind 2-1.
He's getting a little frustrated out there on the mound, getting hit around a little bit. Let's see if he can settle himself down.
Tied at 4. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Around third. Now a long throw home. The winning run crosses the plate, and the Dodgers walk it off in the 11th.
Well, you come to the ballpark hoping you'll see something special that day, whether you're a player or a fan. A walk-off win, nobody forgets that. A memorable moment that'll be logged in the backs of the minds of everybody that witnessed this here today.
Close one here today, and your final 5-4. A one-run extra inning win for Chris Singleton.